So Neil Young is reportedly fed up with Spotify because he reportedly sent a letter to the streaming service demanding his music be removed. He's upset over vaccine misinformation shared on Joe Rogan's podcast.
My stance is I like hearing Joe Rogan because you hear the other side. And if we're talking about the vaccine, which is what this is all about, I'm triple vaxxed, but yet I'm on TV and I have an obligation to stay within my lane. But I'm not okay. It's not okay for me to ask, hey, should I take vitamin D because 86% of the people that were in the ICU were vitamin D deficient? Isn't that another route we could take? We're not allowed to say things like that on television, even though I just did. So I do appreciate Joe Rogan's stance in some terms when he does mention things like this.
A woman revealed that she donated a kidney to her boyfriend after finding out she was a match. However, she says she was cheated on and dumped 10 months later. Now she wants her kidney back.
First of all, I don't think that's how transplants work. Like, I don't think you get it back. I'm not sure, but I'm not a doctor. Second of all, have a legal or a team or a lawyer look over a contract so that if this does happen and you get dumped without any kind of financial repercussions, then perhaps the contract can allow you to pay for the doctors, the therapy, and the emotional distress. You know what I mean?
Isn't contracting a kidney kind of against the law? Like, what are we talking about here with monetary compensation and all of that?
No, really, you can have a contract between two parties about anything. It's just a quid pro quo.
Wait a minute, but it's creepy as hell, okay? Let's just be really honest. I'm gonna give you my kidney if you never break up with me in life. Like, I'm not okay with this.
Justice Stephen Breyer is retiring for the Supreme Court. And yesterday, President Biden confirmed his campaign promise to nominate the first black woman ever to fill the seat.
Everyone doesn't understand, like 95% of this country's history of Supreme Court justices have been white men. They call it the good old boy network. They call it nepotism. And so when you hear critics constantly saying, oh, that she's not qualified for the job, in order for a black woman to even get in the door because of racism and how tough it is to kick down glass ceilings, you know, we have to be overqualified anyway.
So actress Cheryl Hines is trying to distance herself from her husband. Now, over the weekend, her husband, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., spoke at a rally and compared vaccine mandates to actions taken by the quote-unquote Nazis during the Holocaust, implying that even Jews back then had more freedoms than people who choose not to get vaccinated.
Sit down, dude. Sit down. Take several seats. Your father would be ashamed of you. He's done it before, Robert Kennedy Jr. He's done this before. He's compared things to the Holocaust. It's like his go-to metaphor. Dude, let it go. That's a buzzkill for me. Bye.
Speaking of Joe Rogan, he's coming under fire for another recent podcast of his, where he shared a very controversial take on the term black. Here's what Rogan had to say.
Black and white thing is so strange because the shades are so...
Tan and brown.
There's such a spectrum of shades of people.
As I listened to that, this just happened to be another topic about something they know nothing about. So we have to be honest about this conversation. That conversation to me stunk of dishonesty. It was cowardice in that if you're going to talk about it, go there. We go there. So if you're going to have that conversation, go ahead and have it, but don't have this juvenile tangential conversation over here that should be happening at a Crayola factory about what color certain things are. This has nothing to do with color, and I should hope that they knew that it didn't, Erica, because that would be almost scarier than the conversation we just heard.
We're going to talk about one of the latest fashion trends that looks like it came out of a horror film. Check out these models walking the runway.
Oh, I don't like that
in
at
Paris,
all.
wearing blazers and dresses with over-exaggerated, giant, high padded shoulders. I like it. I would never wear it, and I know it's ridiculous, but for a fashion show, oh my gosh, it was everything.
Would you do the show with that on?
For the fashion show, Erica, it was everything because they had the long Gothic nails.
All right, Sam, so we have a picture of you at your engagement party, I believe, that we want to share.
Sam, it
oh my
fits
God, I
you.
love her.